Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more This is the Police 2. Let's begin. Okay, what do we got? Rosencrantz drank too much. Yeah, okay. Belmont drank too... Did they have like a celebration or something? I think... Was this because I let them have the beers? They've all gone hog wild. Okay, Guzman's out. Galahad's out. Marshall's out. Oh my god. Awesome. Is anyone in today? Medinata's out. Titus, I don't even know who you are. I don't remember you at all. You might be a new hire. Belmont. Mr. Nash, I was walking in the woods last night, and before I knew it, I was standing in an anthill. The little bastards got me all over, and now my whole body is itching. It's not like I can get much... I thought you already asked for the day off. What do you plan to do? I'm going to climb into one ball. Okay, yeah. Brady. Oh my god, what were you sewing? A floor-length skirt for my sister's birthday. She stopped wearing short skirts after... Yes. Oh my god. Mr. Nash, the lecture by that negotiator was alright. I feel like I could take on anything, like I could get into any bastard's head and bend him to my will. I'm already excited to try out my new skills in the field. Hey, okay. That's cool at least. Oh my god, we're still going. Nash, brother, you respect us, and of course we respect you too. We got a little rowdy last night, but there was a good cause for it, right? Keep it up. Okay, so my shift today... Actually, yeah... Oh. They came in, they're just drunk. Oh, God. How many sober cops do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 sober cops. I'm going to do this manually because I'm going to avoid sending the drunk cops out because I don't want them to crash. So age, you can have sort of the best available stuff really. Oh no, Rosencrantz, so Stockman, ding, 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 ding. Clumsy. This one, not you. I mean, did I say 14 sober cops on duty? That doesn't seem too bad. Chapman is such a good cop now. I mean, they get their professionalism up, but like, they're good at everything. Radian. Loads of taser cartridges, so I don't really need to spare them at this point. I wish I had them more slots, because I'd be handing out the pepper spray and stuff as well. I've just kind of given them what I think are the best options. Obviously, there are situations that specifically asks for the shocker and the pepper spray, but, yeah, just... Alright, well, that's what we're going out with. I'm not going to... Yeah, we're going to avoid sending the drunkies out. Alright, an unknown person fired several shots and caused an explosion at the park. Okay, so I don't think I didn't read the background for this yet, did I? So, an unknown person fired several shots and caused an explosion at the park. Oh, God. The victims are several old people who played dominoes there. Old people playing dominoes. The hand of one of the old men torn apart by the explosion. Yeah, yikes. Okay, we've got a Vahid Balboni, garbage truck driver. I hate motorcycles. They cut me off all the time. Here I am, emptying garbage bins around. You think there wouldn't be a quieter place in the world. There's no cars around, one mother walking with her children, old men drinking harmlessly, and then a motorcycle jumps out, driving right through the park, straight ahead, running right at me. It's a fact they call those guys organ donors. Why they got to drive like that? Okay, so we're looking for... Okay, not man on a Jeep. We're looking for man on a motorcycle then, clearly, aren't we? Oop. Let's keep going. Gwen Hawke, homeless. I like to sleep during the day. I heard it makes you live longer. And I wanted to live to be 120 years old, just like my grandmother. So I was sleeping on the bench, but then some kind of noise woke me up. It was like a gunshot, and then there was an explosion, and everything was quiet after that. Gunshot explosion, okay. I couldn't see anything because I was too far away, and my eyesight isn't too great either. But then I found out who they killed, and I knew right away who the murderer was. It's the son of one of the old men who was murdered. He thought he was getting an inheritance, but his dad, who's a former military man, but now a retired drunkard, wrote a new will, leaving everything to his dominoes friends. The scandal was the talk of the park. I still remember the kid, always so slick, riding his motorcycle. You should have seen how he flew out of here. Well, I think the son decided to take them all down in one swoop to get back his inheritance. That's exactly why I never wanted to have children. Okay, more stuff for the motorcycle. There are all indications of a powerful explosion at the crime scene. Judging by the splintering and the nature of the damage, the offender used a grenade launcher. Next to one of the corpses of the elderly, a small caliber pistol was found. It seems to have been recently shot. Grenade launcher. At the park. There are several tyre marks around the park, but difficult to identify the vehicles because the tracks are obscured by the frozen dirt and snow. The table that the deceased hid behind was flipped upside down and smashed by the explosion. The tabletop shows shrapnel and bullet holes. Both large caliber and small bore shells were found at the crime scenes. It seems either that there was an exchange of gunfire or the offender brought several types of weapons. I mean, it definitely looks like... I mean, I don't know. The motorcycle was heavily hinted at, but how is he going to have that many weapons there? I'm actually wondering if it is the Jeep because of the weaponry used. Might look at... Well, we could probably... Well, probably not today because I have so many cops I can't send out. Penkin, you go and look at the Man in a Jeep version today. Okay, we've got new intel. We've got 2 days left, though. I'm not too worried. I think all we need to do is assign the strike team. So we'll worry about the intel we gathered when we do just before the assault, outfitting people. 212. I'm wondering if I can... no. I was going to say, wondering if like a dip in the ice would sober up the people who came back hungover. But they'd have to drive themselves, wouldn't they? Laver. Wow, Mr. Nash, you're even older than I imagined. All the guys have been talking about you. They say you're an experienced cop who's come in to straighten out the department. I've been in Ripton the past few months being treated for tuberculosis. But now the doctor has finally allowed me to return to work. Let's see if I've still got all my old skills. Laver, where are you?
532 in progress.
655's not too bad. He's obviously just a little... Oh! I've just noticed this bar. That's the loyalty bar, isn't it? Okay, let me have a look. Okay, so for instance, if I take Aronovich, he's fully loyal. Okay, that's cool. What about Brady? Because he sort of flip-flops a little bit, doesn't he? Where is Brady? Maybe he didn't actually come in today. Oh, I better do this. A drunk man is threatening to cut a bus driver with a knife unless he lets him steer. Okay. It's quite a high requirement. I don't want to like send out all my like high score cops though, because we're bound to get something else in. So we send. Oh yeah, I'm not going to get close, am I? I think we'll have to send someone like Stockman. And I need like about 700 from 3 cops. They are pretty much out. So well, Levy, you can go, and then we'll send Valentin as well. Yeah, so if I look at my roster, personnel, we find Brady. What's Pinkin doing up there? Where's Brady? We click on him. He's not too bad. He's not fully loyal. And then we also had Stockman. He was another one who recently flipped. So actually they have different loyalty requirements. I see that now. So some are like very disposed to being disloyal. Like if we take, I don't know, Age for example. He's one who's hard to win over, but he's sort of fully loyal at the moment. And Marshall. Oh, he's very easy to get on your side. That's kind of cool. Chapman's probably another tough nut. No? Not particularly. Ah, cool. I think apart from the one who's just arrived, I think pretty much everyone's loyal at the moment. So Laver. It shouldn't take too much to get him on side. Yarborough's one who flipped on me. I think. Can't remember. Alright. Good people. I'd be a driver myself if my legs worked. Then I could press the gas and the brake. The drunken man is dreamily explaining this to the passengers as he waves a large knife in the bus driver's face. Oh. Okay, I think we want someone convincing, so I'm going to use Chapman, I guess. Man, you should come drive for us.
532 complete.
The drunk man runs out of the bus enthusiastically, where he's arrested by the waiting policeman. Stockman. Yeah, let's get the negotiation.
553 in progress.
Armed robbery. Oh god, another high requirement. An armed man burst into the museum and demanded the legendary lithium nail, which he believes is kept there. What? Okay, well, I'm going to send Sniper for that if he's armed. Okay, I think I'll have to send Age, probably Climsy. I need about 1,000 from 4 cops. Now we're going to send Springer, Percy, and Yarborough, and then I need a bit less than 400. Is Meridian enough? Not quite. So if I take Springer out, and we send Lezechka and Meridian, that's enough. What's this?
You're lucky you're not married, Mr. Nash. My wife nags me every single day. I smell like tobacco. I should help more at home and listen to this. Recently, she's got this new idea that I'm not supposed to drive after I've been drinking. Is she out of her fucking mind? I told her, Shelly, you're out of your mind. And then she started swatting her hands at me. So long story short, I gave her a little smack just to calm her down, and she ran to her brother to complain. Instead of talking to me like a man, the little snake drove my truck to the landfill and dumped all the cargo. My wife's happy. She says that if they don't fire me for drinking, they'll definitely fire me for losing that cargo. She says that she's doing this because she loves me and don't want me to drive drunk into a pillar. Well, you see what I mean about her losing her mind, right? Anyway, that cargo contained several boxes of police equipment, batons, tasers, all your little gadgets. Right now, these boxes are somewhere in the garbage dump, and if I don't find them, I really will be fired. If you lend me your most attentive and careful cop, I'll send it back to the station with plenty of stuff you can use. Just make sure he ain't too squeamish. I'm buying a beer if he finds anything. That's not even a question.
I'm not gonna, because I've got so much equipment now, and I have a feeling that the cop you send just gets really unhappy to be sent digging around to this dump, and I'd rather have loyal cops than a bit of equipment I can buy anyway, so... An armed man, his face covered with a scarf, is poking a female guide in the cheek with his pistol. Where's the nail, you old bitch? Well, I know it's here. The forest spirits told me all about it. Okay, well, first of all, who... Oh, I'll tell you what, Percy sneaking up. That sounds good. Get a little bit of extra XP on him.
553 complete.
The cops snuck up on the suspect and arrested him. It turned out that the man read in a book that if you drive a lithium nail into your head, you receive inhuman abilities. A mere mortal can travel between worlds and communicate with the spirits. Can you imagine? Cool. Percy, you're slightly less useless. You know what? I'm gonna invest in strength a little bit on him. Yeah. I'm gonna let the dump one time out. I'm not that interested. Oh, I got the wrong person. It gets the gender wrong a lot in the text. Like Victoria Ashworth, I'm gonna have to release him. Very weird. Okay, so the frames fit, so I don't know. All right, I'm going to send them to jail anyway. I'm sure they did something worth arresting them for. Okay, what do we got here? Virgil. Yeah, again, let's just give you a pip in the thing you're missing. Benkin. Yeah, if I start building up in something like stealth, and that's a lot more useful on callouts. French. Oh yes, keep going at stealth. And Chapman. Oh no, Chapman already had full stats, didn't he? She. I'm still not entirely sure. It looked like a man when they were disloyal. Now it looks. I don't know. The sad-sounding man reports that someone has been abusing his dog. Huh? It's not as high the requirements on this. Valentin, Springer, Chapman, Aronovich, Muzika. Okay. There we go, we'll send those out.
.535 in progress.
Well, at reckless endangerment at the Smelly Goose Bar. A barman called in reporting there's a drunk old man at the bar playing darts, but throwing an axe instead of a dart. Come and arrest him before someone gets hurt. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Age, Stockman, Climsy, and then we could send, say, Penkin. Oh, that's Percy. Send Percy. There we go.
511 in progress.
Hit and run. A truck jumped up onto the sidewalk and ran over some newlyweds who had just, left the register office and were heading for their car. Okay. See what we've got. Laver, Fletcher, Meridian. I don't think we're going to make the target. 300 short. I could send. If I send Galahad, that's enough. It's a bit of a risk. I'll send the sniper as well. I'm a bit worried about Galahad, but
565.
oh my god! Where's all this come from? Okay. Oh, this was a bloody false alarm. They teased the dog with a sausage, but didn't give it to him. Honestly, God's sake. Patrol car caught up to the criminal's truck. I'm going to take him out with the sniper.
511 complete.
Oh shit! Flies into full speed into a playground where a 6-year-old boy is crushed under his wheels. Oh my god. Right. Well, that's not good. Fat old drunk is aiming an axe at the dartboard. How about Climsy? Hey man, let me have a turn. Drunk old man enthusiastically gave the axe to the cop. I bet you 10 that you don't stick it, sucker. Right, now we're going to restrain him. Who should I restrain him with? Probably Climsy again. There we go.
535 complete.
That one at least. Come on out. Get your intel to full then, I guess. Have I got enough for this one? The woman heard a car roaring and then a loud blow. A couple of seconds later, someone shouted. Okay, I think that's probably a false alarm. Yeah. The woman's neighbour had pulled up quickly to his house. An exhaust pipe fell off his car. Knowing what had happened, the man couldn't contain a cry of despair. Right, well, we got the bomb threat. There's a large teddy bear sitting on the playground. According to the teacher, it's ticking. I have a feeling this one may be genuine. But all I've got are my drunk cops to send out. I'm going to take the chance that it's not genuine. It was. It's a rough day. That's what happens when all your cops turn up drunk to work. Okay, what we got here? Trailer park. Some tenants are complaining of a terrible stench and smoke coming from a neighbouring trailer. They believe that drugs are being brewed there. I've had this before, haven't I? Isn't this the guy just cooking something in, like, orange and beer sauce? I think it is. Yeah. So, the lodger, an unemployed man, was just trying to cook himself some soup made of pine cones. As you do. Alright, bloody dominoes. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got all the frames now. The Jeep drives into the park. No, that's wrong. The old men turn over the table to hide from the Jeep's gunfire. There's an exchange of fire. Oh wait, that's okay. So that's move those there. So he's going to unpack a machine gun and then use it as a grenade launcher. This is too important to get wrong. I'm wondering if I spend the extra day looking into the motorcyclist and just see kind of what we get. This does fit the facts. I mean, they're just speculating it's the motorcycle guy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ah, you see, we've got a tactical mission for this. Lives here and runs the farm. He doesn't need to work to feed himself. Okay. We could probably manage this. I can't send the sniper. He's clocked off. unfortunately. I may just have used him too many times. Stockman, Flimsy, Laver, I don't trust you on this. I don't think they do the tactical missions anyway, the disloyal ones. Aronovich. So we got... Everyone's got like a good spread of equipment. So yeah, I think we go and do it. Well, the one thing I'm wondering is whether to send some of the less skilled cops just to give them a bit of an XP boost. Like maybe if I take out... That's probably a bit of a risk, isn't it? Tell you what, we'll send these guys. I think the fact he's given us a tactical mission suggests that was the right outcome, because we did that with the previous gang leader, didn't we? Have a little tactical mission to go in and arrest them. So that suggests to me that that is the right solution on that investigation. Okay, well, we don't know what we're coming into here. I imagine it's going to be traps, so let's make sure that those who can do that. Bit of a knockout. And no, that's not the knockout one, is it? But that one is. Okay. I'm going to try and do it stealthy, I think. So we'll take kind of the perks that lead into that. But this one's good because it just puts them out for like an extra turn, which makes all the difference if there's a group of them you're trying to arrest. Okay, traps. I mean, I'm just being overcautious, I think, with the traps thing, but I'd rather be overcautious than careless, I think. So I'll probably just give everyone the same perks, assuming they can. I think I'll take one guy who can reveal all the positions there. Ooh. There. Okay. Let's go in. Okay, so we're retrying this mission. Basically, there's no undo button if you make a mistake, and I forgot to subdue a suspect before trying to arrest him. And it failed, and it basically alerted everyone on the map that we were there, and it turned into a big firefight. Cops died. It was messy. So I'm going to try and not make that mistake this time. It was going really well up until then, honestly. So I think I'm just going to take the same approach I did before. Basically, last time around, on my first move, I used Muzika's skill to see where everyone was. And basically, there's 7 guys mostly around this area, 10 guys inside, but there's only 1 guard patrolling this side. So I'm going to bring everyone up this same side. And, yeah, we'll try and infiltrate through this side of the building. So all we got to do is arrest the boss. I'm hoping once we do that, it doesn't matter how many other people are kind of on the outside. I mean, I might have to bring them back to the squad car, I suppose, which I did before.
Roger.
But I'm hoping all these guys just on the outside just aren't going to even sort of realize what's happening. It might be a bad idea, but by the time we've done that, we'll probably have had to have cleared the building anyway, I think, looking at where the enemies are. And we can probably hold them off from inside the building, I would think, even if they are chasing us. Yes, this is the one guy we've got out here, so I think it's relatively simple to take care of him. I'd really love an undo button in this game. Is there? If you make a mistake like I did there, it's basically mission over. I call it a cascade of failure.
On the ground.
Now he's down, we can just keep pushing up.
Roger. Roger.
Okay, so yeah, we're basically going to keep pushing. A guide does come out of this door, but I think we'll be okay pushing up high for this turn. In fact, it will make it easier to subdue him, I think, when he pops out next time.
Roger. Roger. 580.
Okay. Should do it. Why are you unpausing? Okay. Let's see. We can actually get right up behind this guy and bonk him on the head. This is the move I did wrong the last time. Let's try it now. We'll remember to bonk this time though. I don't imagine anyone else can get close enough to arrest him. You can't do it through windows, can you? No. Alright, we're going to see what happens next time. I do want to get eyes on this room, I think.
We have visual.
There's a lot of people, including this guy right here. Eek. Okay. Who have we got? Have we got anyone here still? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this is the last one. Okay, well, let's make sure we arrest this guy as well. I think there's a total of 17 on the map, and that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I've subdued. Now, I'm going to leave Stockman there, because once this guy's arrested, I think he can just run straight in there. Or should I just move? Maybe I'll just move him up now. I'm not sure there's much to be gained by waiting, actually. Oh, thank God he moved. So if he'd come back in at that point, it would have been a big old mess. But we might be able to salvage this a bit now. Okay. Okay, let's think about this. Because depending upon where the guy in this room is, I might be able to sort of infiltrate in there. This is where the leader is, I think. I need Musica. Let's use his tell me where everyone on the map is.
595.
And see where the boss is at. There's loads out here. There's still like 7 guys out here I've not even addressed yet. Might look more like 8 now that guy's come out of the room. Okay, there's 2 in there. They're both facing away from the door though, which is actually great news. Could I just go in there and take him out that way? The interesting thing is he has a window right in there, although I don't think I'd be able to get over that fence. I probably could if I brought the climbing skill. If I fail this attempt, that might be something to consider. I'd have to go through a lot of guys on the outside, though, that way. So I don't know if it's a net gain or not. Now, Aronovich, I need to know... Okay, that is cover. If he was here, that would be considered cover. It all depends on what would happen with these guys. Like, which way round would you go? There's how many guys in this room? 3? Yeah, him. I'm considering subduing, tasing, and just seeing what happens with this guy. I mean, maybe it's best to give it a... Well, because he's going to come in this room and see this guy, but he might just come here and question mark, in which case we can actually deal with him a lot easier. I'm going to pull back there just in case we get spotted before we're ready. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to let this guy come in this room, I think. And we're going to assume that he spots this guy, but maybe just doesn't raise the alarm initially. So if I can take him down before we even breach that room, that's going to be a lot easier. Let's try and be a bit more cautious. This is how I get into the cascade of failure.
Roger.
I think you're covered there. Right, so have I got anyone who hasn't gone yet? Where's Fletcher? Oh, he's there. That's probably good. It's probably a good enough spot for him, to be honest. Yeah, I think we let that play out. Assuming this guy's going to walk back in this room. He didn't. I wonder where he is. All right, let's just have a look around the corner.
We have visual.
Oh, wow. Okay, lot going on here. I'm not going to worry about this end of the room for now. I think we've got a couple of guys kind of walking up and down here, maybe. I'd love... Thing is, if the boss is looking this way, that'd all kick off. I want to wait until this guy comes in this room, so we're gonna just give it a few turns, I think. Plus, we can kind of observe what the patrol patterns look like here. Yeah, he's coming this way. He goes in there. We're going to give it another turn. No one's on any death clocks or anything, so we're okay so far. Yeah, you're just going back and forth. You came down here, and then you're probably going to go back in that room. And yeah, I think these guys are on kind of like L-shaped patrols to go back and forth. This guy does come into the room a bit. I think these guys kind of go up and forth those sides. And we've got another couple of turns until this guy comes down into our room. He actually goes out there as well. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to take him on in this room, even though I could do that. We know we've got guys wandering around. You might see it, so... Comes, what are you going to do? He actually didn't see us there. I'm still going to let him come in the room, because if we arrested him in this room, I think he would be spotted. So this is the big question. What's going to happen when this guy comes in this room? Question mark. Is that all you're going to do? Yes. Good. That's actually the perfect result. That's kind of what we were hoping would happen. So we can get rid of you now.
On the ground.
And now that kind of gives us a bit of a base to push on into this area. Oh, that's a door, isn't it? I didn't even see that. Oh. Age. Can we just unpick that door? God damn. Alright, well that would make things a lot easier.
580.
Which one's the boss? I actually don't know. I think this is the guy who's on patrol, I think. So I think that's the boss. It's just... Oh, God. I think I may have made a mistake. I've made a huge mistake. If this guy gets spotted, we're fucked. Okay.
Roger.
I could actually nail them both with a stun grenade. That will probably stir everything up. To stun or not to stun? Sod it. Now, this didn't go red. I'm actually wondering if the others even heard that. Because if they didn't, I think I might leave a few cops in here, actually, just in case we have to give a bit of covering fire.
Roger.
If they didn't hear that stun grenade, we're good. They didn't hear it. Sorry for my dog. Okay, so we should be good. We can send people up and arrest both these guys. I think this is the... There we go. There we go, that's what was needed. Cool beans, alright. So there we go, so the confirmed. Once you get the leader, everyone else counts as arrested. Which is absolutely perfect. Okay, let's give you sort of top negotiation skills, I think. Flimsy, well, we might as well start working up your speed, get you doing those laps of the field. Fletcher, stealth. I think stealth is always very useful. Well, not always, but often very useful in the call-outs. I think for the same reason as Masuka, we'll start getting you being sneaky. Aronovich, let's just take you to the top of negotiation. And is that it? That's it. Awesome. Gang disbanded. You arrested the leader and took down the gang. All that remains is to wait for your well-deserved reward. Very nice. Could take several days. Awesome. Well, that went really well. Yeah. Good to note that that stun grenade didn't alarm the whole base, because I've held off using them in past missions because of the worry that that's what would happen. Don't need to worry about that right now. Huzzah! Well, that's loads. Loads and loads. Now, we did fail a couple of calls, though, so we're going to get some deductions. Yeah, not great. But, you know, it's okay. Now, these guys, they're not great, but equally, I kind of just want more bodies on the force, you know. I'm going to take all the taser cartridges. They're cheap. Cheapest chips. Do I take these two? I think I do. We can... Dolce, I probably won't bother with. Like, even if he suddenly became loyal, like, he's still crap, so... Let's not worry too much about that. Okay, so let's take a look at the next shift. Hodges on, Aliev, Potts. We'll let each have a rest, shall we? Rosenkrantz, hopefully all have sobered up a bit. Stockman will let off. Fletcher, Masuka, Guzman, Lever won't come in. Wallbag, Light, Marshall, Medinata. All you drunk guys who didn't have to go out today, you can all come in again. We'll have to fix Belmont. Spurlock, Chapman, Brady, Jacob, Brandon, Horsemoon, French, Jalmicki, Guildenstern, Galahad, Ashina, Loretska, you're okay. Jackson, I don't remember you, Jackson. I swear just some people just turn up and I don't have no memory of hiring them, actually. Yarbrough, you're okay. Titus, Frazier, Springer, Nakip, Valentin. We've got 33 cops on duty. A bunch of these are probably going to drop off, but that's fine. We're getting to the point where we've got loads of equipment to give people, so that's good. Right, who's not coming in? Deemers didn't come in. Right. Adkins, Mr. Nash, I'm back and ready for action. Well done, Adkins. Belmont. He drank too much, but we're gonna that's fine. We're gonna send him into rehab. Aronovich. Mr. Nash, did you hear about the movie Sid and Nancy? I actually did. Of course you've heard about it. Everyone's talking about it. I was going to wait until it came out on tape, but this morning I realised I just couldn't stand it and I had to go to Ripton and watch it in the theatre right now. You know what I mean? Aronovich, you're a good cop, and you went out on the assault last night, so yeah, you can have the day off. Coolbag. Mr. Nash, I gave Nellie a rare flower for anniversary, but the smell from it made her really sick. Can I sit with her until she comes to herself? What kind of flower? It's called Stapelia. Who knew it would smell like rotten meat? personally, I didn't notice anything. The thing about Wahlberg, he hasn't happened. He's asked to shower one day or not stink. So we didn't really get the sense of it from that. But the thing about Wahlberg's character is he has no sense of smell and also has really bad body odor. And there are certain cops who won't go out with him on a call. We haven't really seen that as yet. I don't know if I got lucky or just maybe not hired the cop that objects to him. But yeah, that's kind of his thing. But yeah, you can sit with your wife or fiance, whatever it is. Good. Well, we got a pretty good shift, actually. Loads of people. All right. Yeah, I'll alter a sign today. How much spare taser cartridges I've got. Which is a good thing. You know, we don't need to... we can get back to ABT. Always be tasing. Okay, we don't need to worry about this just yet, so we'll leave it. Look at all those cops. Right, first things first. Let's get our guy queued up. Fry's payment is due the day after tomorrow. Already? God, that's gone quick. Belmont. Valentin, you drive him over there. From Alla Samsonova. I'm Lev Aliyev's mother-in-law. You're new around here and probably haven't found out yet that he's a real motherfucker. She? God, Lev's a man. The gender prefixes in this, they're all over the place. He's been beating up my daughter for years and she's afraid to leave him. She's afraid he'll kill her. You're this scumbag's boss, right? Maybe you can make sure that he doesn't return home from an assignment someday. Doesn't matter how you do it. The main thing is that he won't lay another finger on my daughter. I have a feeling you'll do the right thing. You have kind eyes. Oh, and almost I forgot. I brought a bottle for you here for your kindness. Please drink to the health of my daughter. She recently got her cast off, but it turns out the bones in her arm didn't mend properly, and doctors left... Oh, God. It sounds awful, but... On the one hand, it's just... I'm just thinking it's just her word off for it. Like, I'm not going to kill a cop just because his mother-in-law asked me to. You're going to have to deal with that internally in your family, I think. Alright, let's... I'm going to have to see if I... Is there much I can sell that's worth a damn? Oh yeah, these boots, they're way back up in price again, so let's sell a bunch of these. I'll keep maybe 2 pairs, or 2 sets. Sell the rest. What have you got to buy that I might want to stock up on? I think I've got all that stuff, haven't I? Anna. I want to see how much you're going to buy the boots for. Yeah. Okay, tell you what, I bet she's selling them really cheap. Are you selling cheap boots? She is. Oh, we can buy all 15 pairs and make like, what, $800 profit on each pair? That's mad, so let's do that. I'll pause while I'm doing this, because I can't do it all at once, unfortunately. Okay, well that took a little while. Basically, I realised that you can buy pretty much everything from Anna, sell it back to Laurie for a profit. So I basically bought out Anna's entire stock. And I think we made... can't remember what I started at. It feels like about 10 to 15k's profit on that, though, which is quite nice, just for a bit of 5 minutes of sitting there clicking on things. We got animal assault. Eyewitness reports that a man in a snappy suit set a pack of dogs on an elderly homeless man. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Okay, well, we got a lot of choice today. I've got Rosencrantz and Guildenstern on. Rosencrantz, where's Guildenstern? You boys go, and you can actually probably pretty much handle everything that comes your way, but I'm going to send Nakip, Springer, Frazier with you, just to get some XP.
5:30 in progress.
I think that's the way I'm going to do it. We'll try and just raise these guys up by sending them out with the more experienced people. An elderly man attacked a girl and bit her face after she refused to hang out with him. Oh. That's not nice. Alright. Let's see. Okay, let's backfill from here. We'll send 3 newbies. Maybe Chill Mickey as well. That makes me 1,200 short. So Adkins, get you back in the game. And Medinata. I don't think you've actually gone out and done anything yet. Or should I send Horsemoon? Because he never goes out in the night time. Leaves us just short. Spurlock, that'll put you up to 500. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, she won't go out with those guys. I forgot. Anyone else about to click? Jacob actually would click over to another talent point. Thank you, Mr. Nash. I will never drown in the bottle again. You are welcome. How are we doing? An old barn is surrounded by barking dogs. The old man is spinning around, swinging a stick. Shoot in the air. I imagine they'll flee if we shoot in the air. Who would I like to take the points? Probably. We could do Springer, as he does at least have a point in shooting.
533.
The dogs were frightened by the gunshot and fled. The homeless man was frightened, but survived the encounter without injury. The dogs were released by a bored businessman who didn't resist arrest. Okay. He was coked up. Good work, Guildenstern. You can be a top negotiator now. Springer. Yeah, let's take you up to the stealth, because that is very useful on callouts. Frazier, yeah, up for that for the same reason. He looks like Weird Al Yankovic, doesn't he, this guy? An elderly man is on top of a girl. Blood is dripping from his chin. The girl screams in pain. Her nose has been bitten off. Oh, dear. The criminal is laughing. Now you won't be turning your nose up at anyone. The other patrons of the bar dare not interfere. One whispers, does he have rabies? Shocker is an option. Who's got the shocker? Adkins does. I think she's the only one. Yeah, Adkins will get another talent point for this. So let's hit them with a shocker.
530 complete.
The girl will live, but she'll need a plastic surgeon. That's awful. Okay. More cocaine. Everyone's coked up today. Yeah. Let's make her stealthy as. Shyla Jacob. Going with a stealth. There we go. Cool. A couple of successful calls to start the day. Well, we've got a hostage situation. A drunk woman with a gun is making a teenager push a piano across a frozen lake. That's weird. We'll take the sniper. May as well use him for something. Valentin, you can go out on this one. French, Horsemoon, Randon, Brady, and that leaves us about 1,000 short. So we'll send Potts. There you go. You guys go handle that. Basically, everyone is kind of... I mean, the top guys are great, obviously, but I kind of want to just, raise up everyone else who's down this end as much as possible. Especially now we're getting call-outs with a much higher requirement, although this one isn't. An elderly woman caused an uproar when she insisted on seeing the doctor without waiting or making an appointment. Titus, Jackson, Galahad, Chell McKee. We need someone with about 300. Why don't we send... Spurlock won't go. We'll send Rockman, because he'll get a level up from this. Yeah. Sniper thing. Let's listen. A frightened teenager is sitting at the piano in the middle of a frozen lake. A drunk woman is standing next to him, knocking the instrument with a pistol. You said that Schubert's sonatas can melt ice, even the ice that's in my heart. First, let's see how Schubert copes with ordinary ice. I think shooting her with a sniper is a bit extreme. What else can we do? Listen to him play, or order the offender to leave him alone. Well, that's going to be negotiation. Who here is good at negotiation? I mean, it's Potts. Tempted to listen to the boy play and see what happens. Shall we? Is that a bad idea? It might be a bad idea. French, you listen to the boy play. The teenager started to play, but under the load of the piano, the ice cracked and the boy fell in the water. The drunk woman with the pistol burst out laughing. Well, if you didn't just fuck yourself. Your Schubert really does melt the ice. Okay. Thinking French, lie on the ice and stretch out a baton. He's intelligent. The cop lay down on the ice, reached out his baton to the teenager and managed to get him out of the water. The drunk woman finally noticed that the police had arrived. What are you doing, you moron? Let the kid swim. Maybe the cold water will clear his head, and then we'll see if he still looks down on his mother. The woman points the gun at the boy and demands that he return to the water. Okay, well, we're gonna wanna order her to shoot to the suspect. No, order her. So we're gonna want negotiation, and the only one who's really got that is Potts. So I guess we'll do that.
544 complete.
She listened to surrender. The boy is very cold, but he'll live. Okay. I kind of wanted to do that in such a way that, you know, one of the lower downs maybe leveled up a bit, but didn't quite have the right options. I have cataracts, you know. It's a deadly disease. I only took the place of someone with a runny nose. The old woman frowns at the people waiting in line. We have a bit of negotiation with Titus. Should we try and just calm her down?
516
The
complete.
cop managed to reassure the old woman and explain that cataracts aren't deadly. She happily agreed to go to the station for an in-depth consultation. Good work, Titus. We got some pharmaceuticals. Yeah, I think you've earned a top negotiation rating. Rockman. He's got speed and stealth. They're both pretty good. Okay, why don't we give him take his shooting up then as well? Nice, it's going pretty well today.
530 in
Famous
progress.
last words. A married couple attacked their neighbour, an elderly man, after he made a comment about how they moan too loudly at night. Okay. Well, Napkin. I'm going to call him Napkin, I've decided. Frazier, Springer, Guildenstern. And then if I send Rosencrantz, that should give it enough, right? Yeah. Okay. I love that little interplay between Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. That's so funny.
.523 in progress.
A woman is complaining of terrible noises coming from the neighbours. That bastard is beating Sarah again. Okay, well, he might be. So Titus, Jack. I think it sounds like it's a false alarm, but we'll treat it seriously. French. Need about 1,000 more. Brady, you almost leveled up. I need about 800. So Adkins, is that enough? Oh yes, more than it. All right. A woman is hitting an old man on his back with a rake, while her husband pushes his face into the ground. The woman shouts, "I'll moan as loud as I want. You hear me, you epileptic?" Okay, what have we got in terms of stuff? Napkin's actually really strong. And Frazier's really sneaky. Let's restrain her with Napkin. There we go.
530
The
complete.
cop overpowered and arrested the woman. Seeing this, her husband didn't resist arrest. The old man suffered quite an ordeal, but he'll live. Well done, Napkin. He's very strong. We'll make him quick as well. That's probably about it for the day. I mean, it might not be. I don't know. Only got less than an hour now.
517
okay.
in progress.
Well, just in before the bell. The watchman at the cemetery reports that someone has dug up a grave and is crouching over the coffin. That sounds unpleasant. I'll tell you what, we'll set not a horseman, obviously. Spurlock, let's try and level you up today. I'm going to have to send more qualified people than you, though, obviously. Yeah, I think they got the bases covered. Let's take that out. Could be a false alarm. I don't know. Kind of feels like it might be, but... Yeah, this one was a false alarm. There wasn't a fight. The married couple was celebrating their anniversary, and the romantic dinner turned into passionate sex, the sounds of which alarms the neighbour. Yeah. I thought that was probably the case, but it's not like we didn't have the manpower around, so... Ooh, near the excavated grave, a woman is tying on a wedding dress, which she pulled off the body in the coffin. A shovel stuck in the mound of dirt, and next to it is a large flashlight. Okay, we do have stealth on Rockman. Grab shovel, sneak up. Sing a wedding march. That's kind of weird. But Belmont could level up with a stealth check. So let's do that.
517
The cop
complete.
quietly creeps up to the woman and arrests her. Turned out she was advised to dig up the grave by a local witch, who told her that wearing a dead woman's wedding dress removes the lover's curse. Spurlock's leveled. So let's make her really good at negotiation. Belmont, level yours up as well. Yeah, there we go. Pretty good day. Don't have any investigations going at the moment. We've got that assault that's going to happen probably at the end of the next shift. It won't be at the end of today. We'll have a day left, I think, won't we? And I've got all the intel. I'll just confirm that, but we should have all the intel, right? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we'll be good. So we'll do that probably in the next episode now. I don't think I want any of those cops, if I'm honest. I mean, I'd take a disloyal cop if they were actually worth the money you're paying, but I don't think these are. But I'll take the equipment. There we go. Okay, who's coming tomorrow? Hodges, Age, Aliev, Stockman, Clumsy, Adkins, Fletcher, Masuka, Guzman, Lucas Lever, Woolbag, Light, Edinata, Marshall, Aronovich, Maguire, Birch, Belmont, Spurlock, Demers, Chapman, Jacob Brady, Randon, Horsemoon, Meridian, French, Lorechka, Penkin. Oh, he's got a rehearse. Okay, you didn't come in today either. Percy, Yarbrot. Yeah, there we go. 30 cops. That should be enough, right? Looks like we're getting a cutscene.
I'll be very, very quick.
Emma. So this is Boyd's former secretary, isn't it?
Miss Weinstein, you...
I can't be long. I just brought you a letter from your dad and some food. If
Miss Weinstein, you better go, you know?
I'm already leaving, dear. Take this.
Is this her, Dylan? This is her?
I'm Miss Weinstein, young man, and you're probably Edgar. I'm glad to meet you. I'm a friend of your father. He asked me to give you something very important.
Tell him we don't need anything from him. You understand? I don't care. We don't care what he wants to say. He missed his chance to fix anything a long time ago. We lived without our whore mother. We'll figure out how to get by without our kingpin father. Tell him that. You hear me?
Your father is very worried, and he only wants to...
Oh, of course he's worried, of course! With all the money he stole, with a boxcar full of gold, with all his fucking pictures, I'm sure all he's doing is sitting and worrying, sipping a Chardonnay or some other shit. No doubt he's worried sick! Maybe he's even praying for us. Thanks very much.
I'm sure, Edgar, if you just read this...
Wasn't that clear enough? If I see you here again, I'll call the police.
Sorry, Miss Weinstein, I'm sorry.
You go out every night like this, Miss Weinstein? What about your sick mother?
I wasn't gone half an hour. Well, isn't our next meeting scheduled for the day after tomorrow?
I ran out of patience.
So you can't wait to ask me the same questions again?
Oh, the questions are new. You can't get any newer than these.
I'd offer you some coffee, but I'm sure that...
Do you know who Anastas Culp is?
I don't understand how it's... How do you...
I know you didn't want his legs to be broken. You didn't want to make a cripple out of him. You just wanted your mother's jewels back and made a little mistake. How did you know that your private detective worked under a fake license and served 2 terms, right?
I'm not sure that...
I know you wanted the best. I know that Jack Boyd covered for you, and I also know that your mother has absolutely nothing to do with any of it. But I can easily prove that she came up with the whole thing herself, and even threw the detective a couple hundred extra to make sure Anastas Culp wouldn't get up from his wheelchair for the rest of his life. After all, they were her jewels.
My mother...
I don't know how sick your mother really is, but I think she'll be able to handle a few years behind bars.
What do you need?
Write down how to find Jack Boyd. And if I go to the address that you give me, and I really do find him there, I promise that we'll never see each other again. It's not the only time Jack Boyd has covered your ass, is it? Of course it's not the only time. Of course, the kind-hearted Mr. Boyd rescued everyone. He helped everyone. What would we do without him, right?
Why do you want to catch him so badly? You know for a fact that he's not who everybody thinks he is.
Okay, and I think we'll probably leave it there for now. I'll just say thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, if you could hit that like button, that's always amazing. And leaving a comment as well. All the interactions with the videos help them to be noticed by the algorithm, which obviously helps the channel get noticed and grow, so that's always very appreciated. As are our channel members for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. And if anyone else is interested in checking out those memberships and gaining earlier access to the videos I put out, that'd be fantastic. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye for now.